Hello dear students. In the previous lecture we have seen the importance of numerical problems in physics, and we have also seen the steps how to solve the numerical problems. So today we will see some numerical problems on electrostatics. Okay, so that will be in the form of MCQ. So let us start the first question. A positive charge of 0.2 coulomb exerts a force of magnitude minus 0.2 Newton in a free space on another charge minus 0.2 coulomb. Find the distance between the charges. So here the options are given as like this. So you may take some time to solve this problem. Okay, you may use the concept of electrostatics and you may solve the problem. Coulomb's force. Yes, the time is now up. Okay, the answer is 4.23 into 10 to the power 4 meter. So let us see how this answer comes. So let us use the concept, that is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is proportional to Q1 Q2 upon R square. So force will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon R square. 1 upon epsilon 0 is a proportionality constant, where epsilon 0 is the permittivity of free space. As the charges are situated in free space, we use epsilon 0. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant and its value is approximately taken as 9 into 10 to the power 9. So in a given problem, the given data is Q1 is equal to 0.2 coulomb, Q2 is equal to minus 0.2 coulomb. Force acting is F minus 0.2 Newton. So here the formula we are using is F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon R square. That is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Q1 Q2 upon R square. So we have to find the distance. Therefore, we rearrange this formula as R square is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Q1 Q2 upon F. So if you put the values of Q1 and Q2 and F, so you will get this step. So 0.2 with minus sign cancels. So that remains 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 0.2. So that will be like this. So we have square of R square. Okay. So therefore we have to take the square root of the entire terms on right hand side. So therefore we adjust it as 9 and into 10 to the power 8 into 2, because the square root of 10 to the power 8 is 10 to the power 4 and square root of 9 is 3. So that will be equal to our final answer. R is equal to root 2 times 3 into 2, 3 into 10 to the power 4. So the final answer will be like this. So 4.23 into 10 to the power 4. So in these simple steps, one can solve the numerical problems. The second problem is, if a charge plus Q is placed at 0, 0, 0, that is origin, in free space, find the intensity of electric field at point 1 to 2. So here the options are this. So you may try, you may use the concept of intensity. Intensity is nothing but the Coulomb's force acting per unit charge. So here the time is going up. Yes, time up. So answer is 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 9 q into I plus 2j plus 2k. So let us see how this answer comes. So this is question again. So we have to use the concept of Coulomb's force or say intensity in terms of vector form. So here, so q is the charge kept here, and we have to find the intensity at this point. So our formula for intensity is this. So this capital R is the position vector of this charge q, where charge q is situated, and small vector r is the position vector of a point where the intensity is to be found. So our formula is E intensity is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon magnitude of r minus r cube into r minus vector r. So here, so you have to remember this capital R is the position vector for the charge q, where charge q is situated. Okay, so what is given? So vector r is given, charge q is given as plus q, capital R is given as 0 0 0. Okay, and this small r is given as yes 1I plus 2j plus 2k. Okay, because the position is given as 1 to 2, therefore the position vector this r can be written as 1I plus 2j plus 2k, because this point is 1 to 2 having coordinates 1 to 2, therefore this is the position vector where the intensity is to be found. Yes, so capital R is given, small r is given, so therefore one can easily find the vector small r minus capital R, that is equal to 1I plus 2j plus 2k. One can write it as a simply I only. Okay, so magnitude of vector r minus r is equal to, yes, magnitude of vector is equal to 3. Then formula we are using is the same, that is intensity is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r minus r cube into r minus r. This is a vector. Okay, this is a vector quantity, therefore this vector quantity is to be divided by the its cube. Yes, so if you put the values, then answer will be like this. So it is 9 into 10 to the power 9 q upon 3 to the power cube into I plus 2j plus 2k, and final answer will be like this. So this is the answer. Okay, so let us try next question. Question number 3. If a charge plus q plus 5 coulomb is placed at 1 minus 1 minus 2 in free space, find the force acting on minus 25 coulomb at minus 2, 3 and 2. So here the options are like this. Okay, you may take your time to solve the problem. Again, you will be using the Coulomb's force formula. Find the vectors and you will get the answer. Formula is same. Coulomb's line vector form should be used. So time up. So answer is minus 9 into 10 to the power 9 minus 3I plus 4j. So let us see how this comes. So let us first draw the diagram to understand the concept. So Q1 is the charge, Q1 is the charge, and Q2 is another charge. Here both charges are considered as a positive charges. Then the force acting on Q2 by Q1 will be equal to along the direction, that is R2 minus R1, where R1 is the position vector of q1 and r2 is the position vector of q2. So force acting on q2 by q1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 upon r cube into r2 vector r2 minus vector r1. So this is the formula. Now this formula is derived by considering this q1 and q2 both are having positive charges. So let us see how this comes. So given q1 q2 is given as minus 25 coulomb, q1 is given as 5 coulomb, r1 is equal to I minus j minus 2k, as the points are like this. So q1 is situated at point 1 minus 1 minus 2 and q2 is situated at minus 2 3 and minus 2. Therefore vector r2 will be equal to minus 2i plus 3j minus 2k. So vector r2 minus r1 is minus 3i plus 4j plus 0k. So you need not write 0k, you may simply write minus 3i plus 4j only. I have written that. So magnitude of vector r, which is magnitude of vector r2 minus r1, is equal to under root square root of 9 plus 16, that is equal to 5. So we have arranged this data and we will use this data to solve the problem. So here the formula is same. F21 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 upon r cube into vector r2 minus r1. So if you put the values, so q2 is minus 25, we have kept the same value, that is minus 25. Okay, then the final answer will be like this. Okay, we don't need any calculations because 5 into 25 will be cancelled by 5 to the power 3. So that will be cancelled. The final answer will be minus 9 into 10 to the power 9 into minus 3i plus 4j, and that can also be written as like this, 9 into 10 to the power 9. So that minus sign is taken inside the bracket of vector. Okay, so that will be 3i minus 4j. So here the concept is, here as I said, this formula is derived for the positive charges and this is the vector, but the force here found is with a negative direction, that is minus of this vector means the direction is opposite, means this q2 will be attracted towards q1. A positive force means repulsive force and negative force means attractive force. So here the direction of force will be towards q1. So let us try next problem. Two charges plus 10 coulomb and plus 20 coulomb are located at points 0, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 1 respectively. Find the force on plus 2 plus 20 coulomb charge. So here the options are like this. You may try by applying the same formula as we have used in the third problem. Yes. So time is up. Answer is 3.46 into 10 to the power 11 I plus j minus k. So let us see how this answer comes. So we have this problem. Okay. So our concept is again the same as we have used in the problem 3, previous problem. So force acting on q2 by q1 is F21, that is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 upon r cube into vector r2 minus vector r1. So here the given q1 is given as plus 10 coulomb, Q2 is given as plus 20 coulomb, R1 is J plus 2K, and R2 is given as I plus 2J plus K only. So R2 minus R1 will be simply I plus J minus K. Simple vector subtraction is there, and magnitude of vector R2 minus R1 is square root of 3. So here, if you use the formula, put the values. So here, so on the denominator we have square root of 3 and whole cube. So that will be equal to 3 into root 3. So 3 will be 9 upon 3 will be 3 only, and 3 into this 2. So we will take this 0 0, that is 10 into 20. So that will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power 2, and 10 to the power 2 and 10 to the power 9 becomes 10 to the power 11, and here 3 into 2 becomes 6. So it is very simple calculation. So final answer will be 6 upon square root of 3 into 10 to the power 11, and that will be equal to 3.46 into 10 to the power 11. As I said, the powers of 10 is to be calculated. We have added the powers of 10, that is 20 into 10 becomes 2 into 10 to the power 2, and 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power 9 becomes 10 to the power 11. So let us see the next problem. Electric potential at a point in the electric field is given by V is equal to 6x square plus 4y plus z. Electric intensity at that point is, yes. So these are the options. Your time starts now. So here we use the concept of electric potential. Electric potential is nothing but the work done in bringing unit positive charge from infinity to that particular point where intensity is to be, where intensity is given. So your time is up. So answer is minus 12xi minus 4j minus k. So here the concept is electric intensity is given as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r square. So V is the potential. As I said, it is the work done in bringing unit positive charge from infinity to that point. So we have to integrate that. So final formula we have is E is equal to minus of del V. That is where del is del operator, del by del xi plus del by del yj plus del by del zk. And here given is V is a scalar quantity again, 6x square plus 4y plus z. So if you simply take the differential, partial differentiation of 6x square is 12x, partial differentiation of 4y with respect to y is just 4, and partial differentiation of z with respect to 1. So the answer is minus 12xi plus 4j plus a with minus sign. Okay, the final answer is minus of this. Okay, so you should know the concept of differential also, as I discussed. Yes, so this is the next problem. Two equal and opposite charges of 1 microcoulomb each are placed in transformer oil at a distance of 1 meter. Calculate the force between them. The dielectric constant of oil is 2.2. Now here the space is not free space. So the medium is transformer oil. So for that the formula should be different. So your time starts now. Here dielectric constant is introduced in the formula of Coulomb's force. The Coulomb's force is inversely proportional to the dielectric constant. So here your time is over. So final answer is 4.09 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. So let us see how this comes. So the concept is same, that is electrostatic force proportional to Q1 Q2 upon kr square, because k is the dielectric constant of the medium now. It is not free space. Is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon kr square is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Q1 Q2 upon kr square. So the given value is Q1 Q2 is given as 1 microcoulomb. So this microcoulomb is to be converted into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. So coulomb is the SI unit. The distance is given as 1 meter. K is given as 2.2. So the formula we have, yes. So if you put the values, solve the powers of 10, then you will get the answer like this. So final answer will be 4.09 into 10 to the power minus 3. So yes, in the coming lectures, we'll discuss few more problems depending upon the various topics of physics. Okay, please comment on this lecture. Thank you.